welcome back. Let's return to our story, shall we? Now, in a land not too far away, there was a little kingdom. This little kingdom was a nice little kingdom, a diverse little kingdom. And for 100 years or more, the people of this little kingdom had lived under a monarchy. The current king was a fair and a good king, and he was well liked throughout the other kingdoms, too. And the little people of the little kingdom lived peacefully under their king, and everyone was doing very well. More or less. And well, the truth is that certain people were doing really well, and then there was a yawning gap with everyone else. But whether it was the best of times or the worst of times, everyone agreed that the king was getting older, and soon it would be time for him to think about retiring. Because that's what kings do. But the king had no known heirs. There was no one who could take his place. The little kingdom needed a new king. Well, this news spread throughout the land, and there were many who had their eyes on the throne. Among them, not too far away, huddled in the depths of a private club somewhere, betwixt the spider webs and discarded rat bones, a nefarious meeting was taking place. A meeting which would change everything.
The weather is quite foul. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Cannon?
Indeed, Mr. Pebble. That is a fair assessment. It sets the perfect mood for our gathering here tonight.
Yeah, bad mood, I would say. I'm wet, I'm freezing, and my galoshes are leaking, and my bag broke.
It's always something with you, isn't it, Mr. Manafloat?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Mr. Cannon, but now that you mention it, I think I may be coming down with something.
I'll give you something if you don't shut up. A good old rap on the head.
Now, Mr. Cannon, really, you are so negative. You are a thorn in my side. You're making me very anxious. My last nerve is raw from your constant criticism.
Gentlemen, enough with the bickering, please. Remember why we're here. We have an important task at hand. The time has come. We found our man.
He's the chosen one.
I have no doubt that he is. And you? Have you any doubts, sir?
Absolutely no doubts. He is the chosen one.
Right. But still, we need to be very, very careful. No one must see us together. That would not be good.
He's right, you know. No one can know we planned it.
My esteemed colleagues, please stop worrying. All is well. Once the little man's in power and he becomes king, nothing else will matter. Trust me. Did you bring the ingredients? Good. Now let's get to it.
The three self-proclaimed Kingmakers gathered in their fiendish kitchen and began throwing ingredients into a very large and hideous cauldron. Suddenly, there was a thunderclap, a mighty break of wind, and a flash of lightning.
At last, we will have the power to control everything.
Did you bring the parchments?
Yes, I have them in a safe place.
Excellent.
Our interests will be safe with you.
Indeed. He will make our associates and the top 1% very happy.
So we'll need to meet with the little man before the ball.
Yes, I have arranged it all. I'll send word after we're done here.
We'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
Once he's inside the palace, we're as good as gold.
And we'll make lots of gold.
Indeed. And now, my friends, the special ingredients. Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's emotion. Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's emotion.
Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's emotion. Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's the motion.
Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's emotion. Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's emotion.
We finally have a man. He'll help us with our plan. Making the kingdom great again. Keeping the status quo. Rewarding the ones who run the show by giving them lots of dough. Making the kingdom great again. Keeping our borders strong. Keeping out people who don't belong and those who would do us wrong. Taking care of people who look just like us. We'll be taking over, please don't make a fuss. We're making the kingdom great again for white guys and businessmen. Hooray!
After all these years, we finally found our man. Making the kingdom great again, keeping our borders strong, keeping out people who don't belong, and those who would do us wrong. Taking care of people who look just like us. We'll be taking over, please don't make a fuss. We're making the kingdom great again for white guys and businessmen.
Gentlemen, I am flattered that you would think of me.
You are the chosen one, little man. You're the one who can make the kingdom great again.
I'm the chosen one? I knew it! It's me! Of course I'm interested, gentlemen. I think we see things the same way.
We've been waiting for someone like you.
Here's how we'll do it. We really must get to it. We get invited to the ball.
And once we're in the hall,
Slip the king a potion.
to put our plan in motion.
And give the man the notion.
That you should be king!
King! King!
That I should be king. It's brilliant! I like it! I'll be the kingliest king you've ever seen.
Then we pull out the paper to legitimize our caper.
Get the old monarch to sign a decree.
Making you his only heir.
You see?
I see. This is the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Here we find ourselves in the grand ballroom for the annual Royal Winter Ball, a glittering assemblage of royalty, nobility, and gentry from all the neighboring kingdoms. It's the most anticipated social event of the year. Invitations are very hard to come by unless you have connections. Fortunately, the three Kingmakers had many, so they were able to procure invitations for both Little Man and for Scythia. It is now late in the evening, and the guests have begun taking their leave. The three Kingmakers and Little Man have succeeded in their plan, slipping the emotion potion to the old king, who then signed the papers, making Little Man his sole heir. Throughout all of this, Winston, the old king's ancient palsied and loyal butler had been eavesdropping outside the door. To his horror, he realized that the three Kingmakers were planning the demise of the old king. Well, the three Kingmakers were so busy congratulating one another on the success of their plan that they never realized when Winston spirited the old king out of the room. Besides, they had been planning to take care of the problem of the old king eventually anyway, so they were not too upset when they found him gone, and the problem taken care of anyway. More importantly, little man is now little king.